Greetings, my name is Edwin Tut Burks, and I'm here on behalf of the Quest Youth Organization. We offer many services to the community, mentorship programs, educational programs, and under that umbrella, we have a musical program and a musical band, and the band is called the Q City Sounds. I had an idea to engage the youth musically about issues that affect them socially. So I wrote music, original music, wrote lyrics with the thought and intent in mind to communicate and talk to young people about issues that affect young people. And that's what this song is all about. It's about issues that affect young people and about the youth and young people in general realizing that one of the biggest ways they can change the world in which they live is to use their creativity and their artistic capabilities. The name of the song that we're performing and recording is called Keep Going On. I was inspired to write it by Dr. Martin Luther King, of which he's referenced in the lyrics, and a sample of one of his speeches. His last speech, very beautiful speech, was also used in the material, and it's all about branching what we're doing right now with what our ancestors were dealing with, because in many ways we're still dealing with many of the same struggles, and socially we're dealing with the same issues, and we want our young people to understand that although we've come a long way, we still have a long way to go, and they have to understand that and keep that message and keep that dream alive, and surely they can do anything they put their mind to as long as they're willing to put in the work.
So today, each of the members have written a thought on the social issues that they are most affected by, and we're going to ask them to speak on it today.
In my school, the peer pressure caused kids to smoke and do illegal activities, such as drinking and smoking weed in the hallways. This affects the kids in school because when you're sitting next to somebody who smells like marijuana, it's going to distract you from trying to learn, and the peer pressure causes you to want to smoke. So like if you have friends who smoke and you want to fit in more because everybody else is doing it, you're going to smoke just to try and fit in.
I want to say that in regards to drug use in the community, it also takes good communities and makes it, and a lot of the case where there are drug addicts, there will also be drug dealers, which would bring even more gang violence to a community. And so you would have communities where, it used to be lively, there would be people, going about their business, and now there are people who are just shut in their houses because they know that somewhere there's going to be a drug dealer, and if there's an addict and a dealer, somebody's probably going to try and steal something, and somebody's going to get hurt, and then there'll also be a lot of police officers around the area, and it's just really detrimental to the whole thing.
I'm talking about environmental impact. Sometimes people are walking on the street and they just throw their garbage on the floor, even though the garbage bin is like right up the block, and they don't know that they're hurting the earth and they're hurting the people around them. And when people smoke, it pollutes the air, and there's sometimes pregnant people around, and their babies get affected by them breathing in the air what they're breathing. And sometimes the farmers, they use pesticides, will have DDT in it, and they said it's been gone, but it's not gone. It's still in the air for 46 years, and it's affecting the humans' lifestyle and the animals and how they're dying because the chemical in it has a thing what makes you get harm to your heart and your blood, and industrial are affecting the waters, and the animals and the fishes inside the water are dying, so we don't have food, so we die too. And the waste what goes inside the water, it hurts us, the fishes, and the wildlife what eats them, and they get hurt badly. So we have to stop throwing out waste.
A social issue was religious tolerance within the Black community, because within even the Black community in America itself, there are most religions, and they're all based pretty much on the same texts, which is Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. and a lot of them are based upon similar texts, but for anything that's anything else, it's pretty much tossed aside and it's not respected by anybody else. And so when you get down to it, to a person who is within this religion, it's often that they can't tell anybody about it because they fear what'll happen to them, despite the fact that the other religions preach tolerance. They aren't really very tolerant of it at all. So there are people who have to hide it because they want to keep their jobs or they don't want to have troubles within school.
And my social issue was racism in our community. And racism affects me because I'm a female. And people say smart things like light skin's the right skin and black skin's a cracked skin. And that affects me because, as I said before, I'm black, and it hurts me because it makes me feel like I'm not good enough, even though I'm very confident in myself. And some of the smart things are mostly coming from my African American friends. And what they don't realize is that they're hurting themselves and their community by bringing their selves down, by criticizing themselves like that. And I don't think they understand like the effect that they have on the black community. But it's really tearing us apart, and that's what's causing all these fights and gangs and all these kind of things. Yeah.
Hearing you talk has just reminded me and reiterated even more why we have to keep going on.
Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop.
If I could write a song, then I could make you listen. We could change the whole world if we have the vision. Dr. King had a dream, so it's time to live it. We still judged by the color of our skin, and not being judged by the character within. So put down the guns and pick up some drums. I could free your mind with the power in my pen. I think we do what we do cause we're very scared. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So now it's time to get prepared for the good life. The sadness and heartache, I'm saying good night. Each one teach one, that's what we gotta do. We can change the world if we change our point of view. It's just a little rhyme that I had to share with you. So close your eyes, sing the song and feel brand new.